Praise the Lord again. This is Bishop Walters, and welcome again to the #1 secret. Know the basics and do them. Now, of course, this is part 3 of that particular series. And we've covered what the basics are. And I'm going to do it again very quickly, just in case you've only looked at part 3 here. Now, what are the basics? The basics are ways in which you show the lady in your life, #1, that you care. #2, that you appreciate her. #3, that you notice. And finally, #4, that you are in tune with her. Now, we've already gone over the first one, and we've covered quite a bit in there. So I'm not going to go into you care. We're going to go on to #2 in that particular segment. All right, we talked about you care. Now, we want to talk about #2, you appreciate her. In other words, it's important that you let her know in little ways that you're thankful for what she does. Okay? Now, again, believe me, guys, this does not take away from our manhood. Actually, it adds to it. Because, guys, we got to be velvet as well as steel. We can't just be all hard and what have you. We got to have the velvet. In order for you to deal well with your children, you got to have some velvet. In order to deal with a lady, come on now. You know you got to have velvet. So there are ways in which we've got to let her know in small ways that we are thankful for and we appreciate what she does. What part are we on? You appreciate her. Okay, now, actually, if you think about this part brings some serious benefits. You know, she gets warmed up and excited over you by the little things. See, we get excited about what we see, okay? But a woman gets excited and warmed up, as we say, ready to be with you and to be intimate with you by the little things that you do. So let's get into this. You appreciate her. So it's the little things. Okay, so there's some easy ways in which we can show that we appreciate her. Let's go with this. Okay. Let's say, she normally cooks the meals, and after that she washes the dishes. Here's what you got to do. You come home and she cooked the meal for you. Finish your eating your food first. And say, baby, just sit there. Enjoy your meal. You get up and wash the dishes for her. Tell her, take your time, and I want you to enjoy your meal. And then you come back, take her plate, and clean everything up. Now, I want you to know there's a chance that she might not leave that dining room or that kitchen area because she's probably going to want to talk to you. Or you can tell, go ahead and relax, watch a little television. I'll be there in a minute. But take that chore away from her. Or whatever it is that she normally does that is a chore for her, you take it over. Or better yet, come home and say, look here, or call home rather, and say, look here, baby, don't cook tonight. I want you to get dressed and I want you looking good because, baby, I'm taking you out tonight. It's that type of thing that you do. Or get up early one Saturday morning and cook the breakfast for her. I got to tell you a story. There's a man that I was teaching the principles of the E factor to, and he began to use these. And I told him, I says, ignore, the response that the lady is going to be giving you, because the reality of it is, once you start doing these principles, it kind of scares the lady. And at the same time, she's at a place, she's happy about it, but she's thinking, oh, he's going to change back. Listen to me. It's important that you ignore how she responds and continue working on your relationship. Because here's what happens. You're treating her the way she wants to be treated. But here's the scary part for her. And you got to understand this is scary for her. She has a defense wall that she is able to maintain herself with. By you doing these principles, You are taking her wall down brick by brick by brick, and there's nothing that she can do about it. You're taking her defenses down. And so this is what happened to the guy that I was telling you about. Teach him the principles. I said, ignore what your wife says or what she does. Just do what you know is right towards her. Learn these principles, use them, and you're going to better your marriage. He did this, and he was just doing all the things that he needed to do. And one day, he calls me on the phone. He says, Bishop, everything is going great. He says, my wife is in the kitchen. She's crying. I said, what? She's crying. What's going on, man? He says, no, you don't understand. He says, I cooked her dinner. And she's crying. Said, but the thing is, you need to understand, Bishop, he says, I can't cook. But when I cooked the dinner, she just totally broke down because she realized that I'm really trying. I'm really serious about this relationship, and that I really do appreciate her and everything that she brings to the relationship. So you see, there are great benefits that comes. If you want that woman to be excited about you, do the little things. Do the little thing that she does so much for you. Take it off of her. Give her a little day out. Put a few dollars in her pocket if she's a stay-at-home wife, or give her the ability to just go ahead and enjoy yourself a little bit. You know what I mean? Let her know you appreciate. You handle certain things for her. Okay? So let's move on. I said you care. I said you appreciate. Now, in the very next segment that we're going to get to is going to be part 4. I'm sorry. We're going to talk about you notice her. And fellas, this is key. So meet me in part 4 of Relationship Secret number 1. Know and do the basics.